Duncan, speaking of some idols you've had and you've looked up to, you took names like Elton John and Queen,
Yes.
and have they always been influential in your lives?
Yes, my parents had a lot of vinyls. Like, they had a huge vinyl collection, and they always played Queen. Whenever my mom was cleaning the house, she always played Queen the loudest.
Aww.
So all the neighbors would be like, oh, okay, we get it. You're a fan of Queen. But I loved it as a kid. I also grew up with Elvis Presley a lot because my grandparents used to listen a lot to Elvis. There was just a lot of really like good, but like for most people now, a little older music. But
Yeah.
I've always been drawn to it because I feel like back in the days, people still dared to create art. They still took that extra step to
I have to
really
give that
put
to you.
their
Oh
heart
yes,
and soul into
completely
it.
agree with it. Yeah,
Right? So, and that's
Yeah.
that's what triggers me. I mean, like, that's what I want. That's why I lock myself up in a bubble to like create new music. That's why I take time and I spend love and effort, and I want to always take the next step. And people like Prince, Fleetwood Mac, Dave Bowie, they are great examples of always taking that next step and taking it super seriously, because we only got this chance once, and I want to really show the world who Duncan Laurence is.
Oh, I think you're doing a great job of it already.
Thank you.
Speaking of the kind of influence you've had, and you kind of, pointed out that back in the day, artists were so influenced themselves by what's happening
Yeah.
around that they could emote it through music, and people instantly connected with it, whether it's the melody they choose to say it in
Yeah.
or sing it in, or what they wrote which resonated with everyone around.
Yeah.
There was a lot more of heart in it, is what you
Yeah.
rightly pointed out. So, and you're trying to bring that out in your music too. If
Yeah.
you've got to look at the overall music industry, do you think it's all going in that direction, or maybe sometimes it's just a little too fleeting and frivolous also?
I mean, I do have to admit that I don't listen to a lot of top 40 right now, because for me, it's like, it's sometimes a little bit of like copy paste, and that's what you get when you are in like a world where we are kind of like all we know is kind of based on trends and the new thing and the next thing and the next thing, and everyone wants a little piece of that. I've always been a little bit like, I love that for you, but it's not for me. So I've always been very drawn to artists that actually want to go against the mold and want to do something different. And I've always said to myself, I want to be like that. Every little vein in my body wants to be different than the rest. And I think it comes from being bullied a lot when I was younger, and already having that position of not really confirming with the rest around you. And right now, I just decided to take that feeling and use it as a strength rather than past traumatic experience. I'm just like, you know what? Thanks, bullies. Thanks for bullying me, because now I can actually show people that I am different and that I love being different.
94.3 Radio 1.